resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, all the way from London. I hope I meet you all well. Yes, it is the new month. Very first stream, the month of April. Coming live to you from the dispatch box from this end. Yes, we are not going to waste too much of our time. I know for a fact that not many people are expecting me to come live, which was why I strongly advised that you ought to like the page from wherever you're watching it on Facebook. You have to like it on Facebook, and then you have to click following. And if it is YouTube, that your choices, just like Baba T. Like the page, subscribe to the page, and then give us a thumb up. Follow us. Press the bell icon so that anytime I come live, either on YouTube or on Facebook, you get the alert. You're having a laugh, isn't it, Baba T? Yes. You said, Frank Bello, let's join hands to vote for our brother, Yeye Bello. Obawa ni ejo se. O ma se ti. Kò ní rọrùn fún gbogbo wọn ní orúkọ Jésù. Yes, episode 163 of the usual Bleeding Edge is exactly what we're going into. Others will join us. I'm pretty sure that they weren't expecting me to come up. Elijah Folake Alawiye, I can spot you. But unfortunately, by the time others joined us on the stream, see, a lot of information must have been dispatched out. Yes, today is Wednesday, the 6th day of the 4th month of April 2022. Yes, Baba T, everyone, please share the stream. Thank you. Yes, the others will join us, and don't forget to share the stream as well, no matter what. Yes, episode 163 is exactly what we are going into today. See, I'm going to once again open up your eyes. Each and every episode of The Bleeding Edge. Your eyes are opened. I've got some stuff. How I intend to flow with this stream today. there are some things that you guys don't really know that happened behind closed doors that is not open to many people physically in the outside world. Today, I'm going to tread one of the most dangerous paths today with you. Some of the hardest facts that you've not been told, I'm going to tell you today in this particular episode. See, I want to revisit the issue of MKO Abiola first. MKO Abiola / Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida IBB / OBJ. And why am I going to go this path? I'm going to go there because I want to revisit Hope 93 hoax. And from what I gathered, yes, from what I gathered, yes, I gathered, which is very obvious to many of you that are inside the Yoruba agitation, that you've got a new face that was not part and parcel of the agitation from day one, but suddenly now come up and then now talking about the same agitation. I'm talking about somebody they called Onitiri or something like that, who apparently is out there to now want to convince a hardcore like myself to tell me. When I say hardcore, Frank Bello is probably one of the hardest human beings to convince, especially when I've made up my mind. See, I'm going to go into somewhere because what many don't know is that the same fraud that I was afraid of to quit, I quit, is now being brought back into the same agitation. And as such, I'm sorry to have to tell you guys, Yoruba Nation is now becoming a farce. F-A-R-S-E. Built on lies upon lies. So we're going to, see, I'm going to wrap up MKO Abiola, IBB, and OBJ with the Hope 93 hoax. But before I do that, I'd like to tell you exactly something that perhaps you are not really aware of. Taraba State government fraudulent application. I'll tell you. We're going to go there. And then we're going to go into a fraud that was perpetrated in 2020 by your CBN governor. I'm going to show you the big fraud. And I've got proofs to buttress my argument. You know, I just don't talk for talking's sake. No, I'm not going to do that. And then Bola Tinubu aspiration and exactly what Nasiru El Rufai told him. And then I'm going to indirectly, very intelligently, hook up Bola Ahmed Tinubu's political aspiration with that of MKO Abiola's Hope 93 hoax. And then I'm not done yet. No, I'm not done yet. I'm still going to go into the fake, dodgy, latex, silicone Muhammadu Buhari in Asorok. We're still going back into the faces. It's getting interesting. So whilst that Bola Tinubu is linked up with MKO Abiola, we must not forget one of Abiola's daughter, Hafsat Abiola, has been appointed campaign director general of the comment made by Baba T, Yeye Bello. I posted something earlier on my wall. Maybe I'm going to play that to you. Darani Jojuon. Aga Hoa Igiebo Mabel. Guys, share it. We're still warming up. So I'll link up Afsat with Hope 93 once again. See, I'm going to treat one and then I'll start connecting the bits and pieces of the elements and then make it whole for you to see. And then many of you perhaps will notice yes, many of you will notice that I have been hammering intelligently to tell you something that is about to happen. Before we proceed, let me see if I can quickly bring in. Let me see if I can quickly bring in the stuff that I did. Yeah, we're going to start with that one first. I prepared that, and I think it is somewhere here. MP4 export files, and I think it is somewhere here. Yeah, below. Yes, I know exactly where it is. You see, watch this.
Yaya Bello, for you people there so far. 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 Bararang, 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 bararang. Civil servants. Yaya Bello, Ogi people they suffer. Nation they suffer, civil servants they suffer. Wala yo. Yaya Bello, Ogi people they suffer. Our road no good, our people then they suffer. Wala yo. Yaya Bello, Ogi people they suffer. State workers. So far, wala yo. Yaya Bello, Ogi people they suffer. Local government servants, then they suffer.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Tangible projects, we no see am. Tangible projects.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Our water, we no see am. Our pump,
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
you want to go for presidency, Kogi people they suffer.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Kogi people they suffer, Kogi people wahala. Yaya Bello.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
I want to talk, I want to yarn, I want to sorrow.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Youth empowerment, women empowerment, we no see am.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Every day by day, you dey Abuja, Governor Abuja.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Day and night, you dey for Abuja, Governor Abuja.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Our road no good, our water no good, Governor Yaya Bello.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Many people they suffer, civil servants they suffer, pensioners they suffer.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Every day by day, now some people they die. Yaya Bello.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Okada rider, then they suffer, our road no good.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
I see the over, then they suffer, our road no good.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
Keke rider, now suffer, then they suffer, our road no good.
Yaya Bello. Kogi people dey suffer.
For their capital, our capital, tangible project no dey.
Yaya
Yes, that moron equally wants to compete. He wants to be president. Somebody who is unable to pay salaries. Somebody who dipped. This is a governor who dipped his hands into Kogi State Treasury and gave over $500,000. I repeat, over $500,000, not naira, over $500,000 US of Kogi State money to Aisha Buhari. Whatever that is happening between those two, it's none of my business. Whether Yaya Bello is having romps or affairs with Aisha Buhari, that's none of my business. My business is the Kogi State Treasury that moronic element dipped his hands into to give to someone else who's not even stationed in location 9. That's right. And before we go into that details of Yaya Bello, that's a topic of its own. Look at, you remember when I came and I did many faces of Muhammadu Buhari, and in that same presentation, I showed you guys this. Let me go back into. I've actually lined it up properly. Yeah, I showed you guys this. Do you remember that? Fulani third term agenda in Nigeria. You remember that? Okay, for the benefit of those that were not on that stream, I'll be very quick. You can clearly see I've got 3 of the Fulani former heads of government in the fraudulent nation called Nigeria. And this was all about their third term agenda since the Balewa. Now you can clearly see the traffic light. Usually traffic light will be red at the top, amber at the bottom, and then green at the bottom. Green indicating you're safe to go, green light. But this time around, I turned upside down that traffic light so that it becomes green, amber, and red for a purpose of this presentation. And the Balewa, this was the very first time Fulani agenda. He was in office. He had all the green lights. Then the amber warning came in 1964. And then the red light. What followed the amber? Stop! Because red simply means danger. Stop! Don't move. So for the third term Fulani agenda, when Tafawa Balewa was Prime Minister, there was a military coup. He was killed. That military coup that was later counter coup by Middle Belt and Northern military extraction equally killed Agu Nronsi, just like the Igbo military guys killed Tafawa Balewa, Ahmadu Bello. So in revenge, the red light, stop, was the very first time that the military agenda of Northern military officer coup came in. And that came in the third term. Now, you remember 369? 3 completed cycles of 60 years in location 9. 3 as a signature of the code. Shehu Shagari again had a green light when OBJ handed power over to him in 1979, and in 1983 there was that coup. Abiola is wrapped inside this Shehu Shagari's saga, mind you. And we'll begin to dissect that. The amber warning came in 1983 when IBB and today Diagbon gave the shot that ushered in a red stop organized by another third term Fulani agenda, a military coup organized by the northern officers. Now you don't even know the Muhammadu Buhari you've got in office. You don't know whether it is the real or fake. I did something and I'm going to show you. Muhammadu Buhari first term, 2015 to 2019, green light with the first question mark. The amber warning came second term in 2019 with the 2 question mark. And now, based on all the expose I have been coming out with to the authenticity of a dodgy silicon latex Muhammadu Buhari in Asorok. Does this mean this will be the 3rd term military coup agenda by the Fulani in Nigeria? Now this will make a 3 completed cycle. Fabalewa, Shehu Shagari. This time, a fake, dodgy, latex, silicon Muhammadu Buhari in power. That's why the 3rd question mark. Is there going to be a military coup? The answer is yes. There may not be any 2023 in Nigeria. I've been saying this a long time. The Fulanis are already planning a coup via Boko Haram and ISWAP. Hence, they're giving you the warning, the signal, that if they can invade the most secured state in the whole of Nigeria, Kaduna, that they're just a stone throw away from Abuja. Don't forget, this is reality. Guys, this is reality. Military coup is on the way. You heard? The very first time that the coup should have taken place, I exposed them on my platform. They monitor me. As I'm talking, they are monitoring me. I exposed their atrocities. The coup was shelved. Those that were planning the coup were of Southern officers' extraction. Because those that know understand fully well that you don't have a Muhammadu Buhari in Asorok. That. Now, you can clearly see the Fulani 3rd term agenda across Nigeria from your history. You must not forget. Right all the way from 1960 to 2019. 60 years. Unfortunately, where the real hard information is, you will never get people coming in there. Remember this? 369. Yep, 369. 3 completed cycles of 60 years in location 9. A nation in crisis. Three, 6, 9. Three, 6, 9. Here we are. 3 completed cycles of 60 years of discomfort. 1959 to 2019. Now 1960 to 2020. Location 9. A country located 9 degrees north and 9 degrees east. Country code 234, 2 plus 3 plus 4, 9. Maybe you ain't seen that properly. Okay. What about this one? Federation of Nigeria, 1959. Your coin on the right. The symbols. Because the world is run in symbols and in code. And for the very first time, I think this was in 2018 or early 2019, I made it known on Ayogundimu Citizen AY show. Many of the things, secrets, I made it known on his show about the fact that there are 3 main factors in any nation and in anywhere, so long as there is planet Earth. Control of land, resources, and the people. That was why you had slavery. From slavery, industrialization, colonization, and now technological revolution. And this is the worst because there's nowhere to hide. 369. The symbols, even displayed as far back as 1959 in your coins, and I've marked out all the edges for you. But God gave some people the inner eyes to see what normal human beings were unable to see. That's why it is hot in here. You can see the British flaunted it, even in your minted coin. And I've clearly mapped it out for you. Everything in front of your screen are in symbols. And it is related to that. 369. And then you can clearly see that in much more details there with something that is known as the Tesla code 369. And you can see all the points too. The question is 369 meant to work positively or negatively for the nation? That's it. Anyone that knows that symbol on the left will know for sure the symbol on the right. It is the same. The world is run in symbols and in code. The hidden code and symbols secretly embedded in the formation of Nigeria. The question is, will there be any 2023 in Nigeria? Will there be? I've been asking this question since last year. You may not have any 2023 in Nigeria. And a lot of politicians, especially in the southern protectorate of Nigeria, will kill themselves. Bola Tinubu will want to kill Wike. Wike will want to kill Oshibajo. Oshibajo perhaps will not be able to touch anyone, but those that are heartless and ruthless amongst them will begin to kill. We are in a killing spree. Just as they kill, so also there will be kidnapping, and guess what? There will be ritual killings. "62 years, misrule from the United Kingdom. The purpose is that this argument presents the need to break up Nigeria immediately. Either because I don't see any good. The Yorubas are not prepared for independence. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If the British can intervene and restructure and take the country back to where it was in 1959, I will be the happiest man. And then give each region their autonomy, their passports. They should have their own passport. They should have their own central bank, just like Scotland. With their own central bank, with their own Scottish pound. But with the crumbs of a one-man band show you are putting up, and somebody else whose husband was part and parcel of the corrupt system that plunged Nigeria into this fine mess. I refuse to be cajoled by Dupe Onitiri Abiola. I'm sorry. I'm saying this live and direct. I cannot be cajoled. I'm still coming there. Now, look at this picture. You can clearly see Abacha and Abiola, and behind Abacha, to the right of MKO Abiola, you can clearly see Bola Tinubu too. You can clearly see that. Where was Onitiri, Dupe Onitiri here? Dupe Onitiri was busy enjoying the same loot Abiola stole. She wouldn't say she never got anything out of MKO Abiola. She must have. And if she must have received or taken something out of MKO Abiola, she happens to be one of our problems too. I told you people, I'll be ruthless. Now look at this. A fake, dodgy Muhammadu Buhari by that popular comedian Meet another fake, dodgy, latex Muhammadu Buhari. And they're shaking hands. And they're flaunting this in your face, left, right, and center. And you all think I am stupid? I ain't stupid. Okay, let me go a little bit deeper before I begin to dissect something entirely for you. I came up with this. I worked on this yesterday. This graphics in front of your screen. Now, can someone please explain to me these three faces of Muhammadu Buhari that you are looking in front of your screen? Are they all the same? Except the man in black in the middle is the real Muhammadu Buhari. But what about those two? Do they look alike? I beg, help me. Let us dissect this picture one after the other. You can clearly see the Muhammadu Buhari in black in the middle. That his age dictates exactly the real age before he was spiritually attacked. Before he was attacked. Guys, I'll acknowledge each and every one of you. Just make sure you share the stream. Share it. Now, look at this picture in front of your screen. Can someone please correct me looking at this two picture? Apart from the texture of their skin, right? Apart from the texture of their skin, look at the shape of the nose of the man in black, and then the man left of your picture, and a much more younger Muhammadu Buhari right of your picture. Now look at the shape of the mouth of these three lot. That's not all. The ears, I can see the details. Look at the cheekbone of the Muhammadu Buhari on the right, as opposed to the real authentic Muhammadu Buhari with that wrinkled skin. And then compare that with the Muhammadu Buhari left of your picture. I promised them this won't go away. Okay, let's go into this one again. Here's another one for you. Here's another much more younger Muhammadu Buhari. And then look at that one too, holding the telephone. Does that look like real Muhammadu Buhari? Again, look at the cheekbone of that one too. And then look at the Muhammadu Buhari left of your screen. That was the Muhammadu Buhari that was presented to you left of your screen when COVID, when we said, why is Muhammadu Buhari not addressing the nation? Just like Kaduna rail bomb. Have you ever seen any Muhammadu Buhari addressing the nation or visiting Kaduna? Look at the left of your picture. That was the Muhammadu Buhari that was presented on your NTA that addressed you during the lockdown. last year, a Muhammadu Buhari in 2021 as opposed to a Muhammadu Buhari in 2015. And then a much more younger Muhammadu Buhari in 2022. The one talking on the phone. I'm still coming there. I'm not done yet. Okay. Check this out. Here's another one. Right of the picture, the old man is the real Muhammadu Buhari. The middle, real Muhammadu Buhari. Right of the picture was when he was flown out of Nigeria, when he was seriously attacked. And then left of your picture was a Muhammadu Buhari that surfaced much more later. Hello? You can clearly see. Now the Muhammadu Buhari in white doesn't look anywhere closer to that Muhammadu Buhari in the middle and the right. Look at the Muhammadu Buhari on the right. You will know that, oh, this man is ill. The doctors that actually worked on that Muhammadu Buhari that surfaced on the right must be jolly good in Harley Street. Here's another one. Again, you're looking at a different Muhammadu Buhari. Again, we're just comparing the pictures together. Who is that Muhammadu Buhari left of your picture? And then I want you to please pay particular attention to that Muhammadu Buhari's hand. Pay particular attention to that. And this will bring in, I will bring in this one. Yeah. Now, I'm going to do something like this. Now, watch that hand of that Muhammadu Buhari. Very smooth. And then, watch these two hands. Those two hands. Yeah, let me put them together. Yeah. Watch those two hands. Watch them. Watch them. See that? Okay. I'm not done. Remember, I brought you that one. They use that comedian. He's living large. He's under protection. They're flaunting it. They're flaunting it to your face. And there was nothing you guys can do. They're telling you in code. And you're all laughing. I did this yesterday as well. 16 different pictures. This was done freshly yesterday. This was done freshly yesterday by me. 16 different pictures of your supposed Muhammadu Buhari online. Check out 1 and 2. Do they look alike? Check out 3 and 4. Do they look alike? Check out 4 and 5. Are they the same? What about 6 and 7? Are they the same? What about 7 and 8? 9 and 10? Very obvious. 10 and 11? 11 and 12? 12 and 13? 13 and 14? 14 and 15? Very obvious. And then lastly, 15 and 16. 16 is obviously the real one. 5 is the real one. 2 is the real one. 12 is the real one. The rest, fake. 14 happens to be the picture of Muhammadu Buhari that turned up at Akeredolu's campaign, re-election. Again, the question is, who is that man in Asorok? This is not the first time that world leaders will use that body double. They call them body double. This is Kim Jong-un, North Korean leader. I've managed to suss out a similar double of his. Left of your picture is the real Kim Jong-un. And right is a fake dodgy latex one. So that if an event is too dangerous for him to attend, part of the deal for that fake latex one is that he can get killed. And people will mistake him for the real one. It is done. Vladimir Putin has got his own body double too, mind you. That's now bringing me to the question. Who is that man in Asorok? Who is that man in Asorok? Everyone doing exactly what they want in that country because they know that the real authentic Muhammadu Buhari died 2017. The real one promised you electricity on a 24/7 basis. That was their campaign in 2015. The real one, the real McCoy. Who is the man in Aso Rock? The question that I'm going to ask, because they don't want to disclose the man in Aso Rock, are we going to end up with the Fulani third term agenda in Nigeria? Is that what will happen? Does that mean that was why this man, where is he? This man. That man is your CBN governor, the Central Bank of Nigeria governor. His name is Godwin Emefiele. Now, in 2020, this man spent 58.6 billion naira to do what? To print 2.5 billion naira. Did you get this? This man, called Godwin Emefiele, spent a total sum of 58.6 billion naira to print a currency of 2.5 billion naira in 2020. So very simple. Take away 58.6 billion from 2.5 billion. 56.1 billion naira red. How come? Nobody is asking this man how come he spent 58.6 billion naira to print just a currency that is worth 2.5 billion naira. And this same man, you've got some moronic elements from Arewa youths in the north now advocating for him to emerge as the next president whilst still in service. Advocating for a moron, an imbecile, a scumbag, a reckless man used by the Fulanis to destroy everything because he knows. Godwin Emefiele knows the score. So all of them are looting and they are stealing because the real Buhari died and there's nothing they can do because they want to keep it as what? As secret. Why have they chosen to keep that as secret? Because of this. The Hausa Fulani people looked at the history of northerners that had already died. And as such, they were hell-bent on the fact that, oh, no, this time around, we will put a fake, dodgy latex Muhammadu Buhari there and we will complete our term. Umaru Yar'Adua taught them lesson. Sani Abacha taught them lesson. Murtala Muhammad taught them lesson. The two occasions, the Southerners, they've managed to get to power was all by accident. That's why I question General Muhammadu Buhari with a big question mark. And you can clearly see 4 different pictures of him. A nation in the deepest crisis. You heard. (1960 to 2022), 62 years after independence. Will there be any 2023 at all? The answer is no, because they are planning a military coup. Because they don't want this secret to be exposed that you ain't got a Muhammadu Buhari in Asorok. They don't want the biggest of all the secrets known. That's why Bola Tinubu is playing the card game. And that's why him too. See? That was the mental picture even when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was in power. There was a cartoon. The picture. These were all the things that I saw. And I said, Goodluck Jonathan himself, useless anyway. That under GEJ, Nigeria, under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration, Nigeria earned 51 trillion naira from crude oil. This was part of the 96.212 trillion Nigeria earned in 58 years of crude oil sale. And you've got nothing to show for it. This is why Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is now having to give them his own terms, because they want him back. But he's negotiating his terms. What are those terms? It will be on his own terms. They've had their own ways. Who is that man in Asorok? Does that mean that popular comedian that met another fake dodgy latex Muhammadu Buhari is equally acting the script? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. And that's why the Kaduna rail bomb, no one is talking. Because they all know that you don't have any precedent.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
Yes. Loriro. I said it to people, I am not going to give up. No. Guys, if you don't comment, I won't be able to see you. Helen Obafemi, I can see you. You're watching the stream from my personal page. Funshaw E.G. Peters. You're watching as well from my personal page. Let's go through some of your comment. Patrick Umeago, I'm going to start from you from the bottom. Yeah, he said, good evening, Mr. Frank Bello. James Coker. Yes, you're right. Saddam used 3 people too. Correct. John Iwuji, you're new to this platform. Or you must have been one of the silent viewer. You said, I have a video of different Buhari. Contact me. I've got many of them, to be honest. Loads. I have everything. I'm a custodian of information. Oh, you said you can't hear me. Okay, now you can hear me properly. Yeah, let me try and bring the camera closer to my mouth. Jeff White Dove, good evening. You said they think every so-called Nigerian stupid. We must apply our critical thinking in your analysis. Critical thinking is lacking in location 9. No wonder Janjaweed is playing with Nigerians' faculty. Correct. Peter Idaosa, you said, question for the day. Let's post your comment. Why must Africa, Nigeria be hungry? Why has the black race decided to be irresponsible race? Why must there be war in faraway Ukraine and we are having famine in Nigeria? Yes. Good question. And my heart equally bleed for those who call themselves Nigerians and they continue to poke their nose into Russia and Ukraine. Jeff White Dove. Who did we indigenous people offend? Why are colonial masters supporting Janjaweed to annex our lands and our God-given resources? Yes, when you look at the business environment and the fact that trade, bilateral relations, trade relations, if you have your oil and if you cannot sell it, you cannot consume your oil. You need to sell it so that you get foreign exchange. See, market women, they wake up, they go into the market, they sell. in exchange for money. They cannot sit at home. They have to go into the market. People will have to come into the market, buy whatever they need in exchange for money. It is the same. Trade and bilateral relations, how you manage your resources, is something that you will have to work out yourselves. It is not the fault of the white race. It is your fault. The fault of your moronic leaders. Adegoke, Adejari. You said Dupe is clearly, you are referring to Dupe Onitiri Abiola. Dupe is clearly being sponsored. That shouldn't be too intricate to the sci-fi. Thank you for that. Yes, Jeff White Dove. Prince Ade. Nigeria Security Code 369. Prince. Is that the same Prince Ade there? You're watching the stream on YouTube. Agahoa Igebo Mabel. You shut your face. Iwakbeluewa. Good evening. Babati. You said even Pastor Adeboye has been given signals that 2023 election will not hold. Based on your comment, Babati, you remember, I think it was last year, when Pastor Adeboye went to Asorok, and he came out and he said what his eyes saw inside the villa, he cannot say. How come? Let me joggle your mind, all of you. How come when the Oba of Benin paid a visit to Asorok, when the Oba of Benin, the new Oba, was addressing your supposed Muhammadu Buhari in question, press recorded everything. And then the moment your fake, dodgy, latex Muhammadu Buhari was at the point of talking, they drove all the media out. You heard. They drove them out. Why? Meski Mde. Yes, I salute you too. Mr. Bello, I greet you, sir. Oh, from Bali, Indonesia. Yeah. Yes, I remember you. Meski. Yeah. Pastor Adeboye gave you the clues. Obasanjo even gave you the clues through Aisha Buhari too. That Aisha Buhari should do a bedroom talk with the husband to tell the husband. This was, I think, before 2019 general elections. Obasanjo gave you the clues too. But some people still believe that it is Muhammadu Buhari. Stop wasting your time. You don't have any Buhari that is alive. Buhari died. And because he's dead, that is why this, like it or not, like it or not, this will happen. I'm coming. I'm loading it. Yeah, like it or not. Fulani third term agenda. It's going to happen. That. Like it or not. It is in the making. Now, let me give you exactly what you probably don't know for now. And I'll tell you. The reasons why Kaduna is being shut down. Remember, if anywhere is not safe as Kaduna, then nowhere is safe in Nigeria. Trust me. Now, Kaduna in northern Nigeria is a military stronghold. It is home to the Nigerian Army Barracks, Division of Nigerian Army Barracks. It is home to Nigerian Army Depot, Zaria. It is home to Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji. It is home to Nigerian Defense Industry, NDI, Kaduna. It is home to Nigerian Air Force Training School. It is home to Nigerian Police College in Kaduna. It is home to Nigerian Navy School of Armament. It is home to Nigerian Army School of Legal Services, Nigerian Defense Academy, Nigerian Army School of Artillery. Did you hear that? Nigerian Army School of Artillery, Nigerian Army School of Military Police, and many, many, many more. And I tell you why they want to shut down Kaduna either through air, rail, and road. Asorok cannot access any of those security outfits. And whilst the operation is ongoing there, Kaduna is gone. Make no mistakes, Kaduna is gone. The next port of call is Abuja, the State House. And that's why the military ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. And they will not do anything because they've colluded. They're part and parcel of those that wants to make sure that they topple the government easily. So that the secret they've kept in Asorok will not be open to you. It is that secret that they want to cover up. The fake, dodgy, latex, silicon Muhammadu Buhari is what they want to cover up. Yeah. Because they know for a fact that Buhari is dead. And what you have is a fake, dodgy, latex one. and that needed to be covered up. Okay, let's go into MKO, IBB, and OBJ, shall we? MKO. MKO was no good with that Hope 93. Trust me. I was never a subject of Hope 93, and I never believed in MKO either. Peter Man. Yes, you're watching Peter Man. Let's post your comment. You guys are discussing Nigeria, and I am here enjoying the division between the IPOB ranks because Fulani is dangling the presidential carrot in them eyes. Yes. You've missed out. They are doing that because they want to confuse you a lot. Coup is on its way. Military coup. Kaduna is isolated already. And that's where all the security apparatus in the country are kept. If the so-called bandits or terrorists can equally break into a military barracks and kill military officers recently after the train crash, after the train bomb, that is military. And the shortman devil governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, is now advocating that he will bring in foreign mercenaries to fight. Are you not in trouble? To fight insurgency. Let's do this, shall we? Let's do this. Let's do this. I know where it is. I think it is here. Nope. It is not here. I think it is. I think it's. Where is it? Where is it? Let me check this. Let me check this. WhatsApp. Let me check this. It could be here actually. No. Okay. I think maybe it is here. Let's see. And I saw it that time. Okay, maybe it is under the video here. Let me see. Okay, what about this one? No. Okay, what about that one? No. This one? Okay, no. Guys, sorry about this. Have I taken them here? Okay. What about this one? Yeah, I found it. Okay, listen to this man, the shotman devil, who was advising Goodluck Jonathan and who was part and parcel of the mess that was created in Kaduna during Goodluck Jonathan's period.
Incompetent will be praising them and say that, oh, terrorism is happening, Jonathan is doing nothing. Well done, Jonathan. Are we supposed to do that? We are in opposition. Our job is to look at even good things that they are doing and say they are not doing it well.
Did you hear that?
That is the job of opposition. So we have no apologies for pointing out to Nigerians that this government is incompetent and has failed to provide security. If you say we are politicizing it, fix the problem so that we can't politicize it. Okay? Are we politicizing breathing of air? Every Nigerian can breathe air. We can't politicize it because there is no problem there. But if you fail to supply petroleum products and we say you are failing, you say we are politicizing it. Fix the problem so that we don't politicize it. If you say that there is terrorism, we are politicizing it, eliminate terrorism. 5 years ago, nobody is talking about terrorism in Nigeria. Under Jonathan, it has become an industry. And we should not take advantage of their failings so that we secure the votes of Nigerians in the next election.
You hear that?
There must be something wrong with them. We have made suggestions to the government on how to improve security. They have ignored it. They have set up 5 different committees that have given them recommendations how to address this problem of terrorism in the last 3 years. They have not implemented one. They are
hear that?
incompetent.
They are
They try to blame
incompetent.
other people.
So at this stage that we are right now with terrorism in Nigeria, what do you think is the solution, especially on how to rescue the
Look,
girls?
the government has the solution to this problem.
You see that?
Several committees have given them recommendations. They should just implement the recommendations in their drawer. Okay? As for rescuing the girls, we have seen examples of what countries do when this situation happens. You should have military action on the one hand and negotiation on the other hand. You should not foreclose.
The same man.
The lives of your citizens are at risk, and you don't want to lose one life. You don't want to lose the life of one person. You don't want to lose the life of 250 girls. So whatever it takes to rescue those girls should be done. If one of these girls was Jonathan's daughter, the story will be different. The only reason why these girls are still in captivity is because they are not the daughter of any important man in Nigeria, and we know it. And if you say I'm politicizing terrorism, go and rescue the girls so that I don't have a basis to politicize it.
So are you in support of negotiation?
I am in support of every option. When you have lives of your citizens at risk, you should not take any option off the table. You should be flexible. You should listen. You should negotiate.
That was Nasiru El Rufai, and I'll give video credits to Sahara Reporter for that Nasiru El Rufai's interview. You see, they were quick into dismantling someone. But for us to now dismantle them is a big problem. They don't want us to dismantle them. Ede Kelvin, good evening. Will there be any 2023? Do you reckon there will be 2023? No, I don't think so. 2023 is a farce. And what they are playing, you see, the Fulanis, they're toiling with your brain. They're toiling with everyone's brain in the South. That's exactly what they're doing. Now, let me, before we go into the issue of MKO, IBB, and OBJ, and then perhaps wrap in Dupe Onitiri Abiola into it, let me first make it known that it just got into my possession that not quite long that National Union of Road Transport Workers sacks MC Oluomo, dissolves Lagos State chapter. Yes, it's breaking. MC Oluomo has been sacked. Let me quickly take you through into it so that you guys will know for sure that we are saying the right thing. And this, let me quickly take you through to where this broke out. I'm going to share it so that you guys can see it. Okay? Esther Iwetuga JP, good evening. Now, guys, look at this. It's not that I'm making this up. National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, sacks MC Oluomo, dissolves Lagos chapter. Lagos chapter has been dissolved. And here it is. You can clearly see as I have highlighted those portions. The National Union of Roads Transport Workers on Wednesday sacked the suspended chairman of the Lagos State chapter, Musliu Akisanya, popularly called MC Oluomo. The union also dissolved the Lagos Council and announced the secretary of the chairman, Sheyi Bankole, as the new head to carry out functions of the chairman in acting capacity. In a statement by the National Administrative Council titled Dissolution of Lagos State Administrative Council, which was signed by its national president, Alhaji Tajuddin Barua, and General Secretary, Alhaji Kabiru Adu Yahoo, the council said the decision was based on the provisions of the union's constitution. Next paragraph. Oluomo has been given a running battle with the national body of the union for a while. The National Administrative Council, during its meeting of March 15, 2022, graciously passed a resolution to grant pardon to the suspended state chairman if he shows remorse and tenders unreserved apology to the union. The next paragraph. However, up until this moment, the suspended chairman has bluntly refused to do so. Hence, the decision to take action against the Lagos State Administrative Council by dissolving same, the statement read in part. Guys, MC Oluomo sacked eventually. I saw it coming. And then I think what this will entail is that Lagos is going to boil. Is Abuja ready for the combat? Will they deploy military might from the north to keep peace? I saw it coming. See, I had thought that Bola Tinubu will be the first. So now that I knew MC Oluomo and Wasiu Ayinde would be the next target. See, Bola Tinubu is struggling and is battling, so he doesn't have the time for MC Oluomo at the moment. So Abuja knew they were actually waiting for him to at least come to his senses, but toggery sometimes. Okay, don't let us go there. Okay, all right, guys, let's go straight into MKO, the late MKO Abiola Moshood Kashibawo, Abiola IBB, and OBJ. And I'm going to wrap this in very, very briefly. MKO Abiola was part and parcel of our problems in 93, prior to 1993. See, earlier, I was chatting to someone about this because that person will call me some classified information that are too volatile. I will break it down for that person. I'm not going to mention that person's name. Excuse me. MKO, part and parcel of our problem. I was not a party to that Hope 93. I refused to be cajoled by anyone. Abiola benefited so immensely from the same fraudulent nation. And as such, I've got no respect for him. I repeat, no respect for MKO. Not at all. Somebody asked me, somebody told me that one of his wives, I don't know what number Dukbe Onitiri Abiola belongs to, but I will call a spade, and I will stand by the truth. Abiola was never interested in anything Yoruba. When he walked in sorrow, everything was documented. Some of them on record. It is on record. Abiola sponsored many coups. He was a kingmaker like Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A kingmaker who wants to become king. And then they said, no, this is not for you. I opened up to some people today and I said, listen, they said, oh, the petition and the rest of it. I said, I'm still going to wait to see where your petition is going to lead you. The petition you guys carried out, was this carried out on a proper government site? To which automatically, if it is carried out on a proper government site, that will trigger a debate at Westminster, in the United States Senate, in the UN, European Union Parliament. Forget about African Union Parliament because that one is rubbish anyway. Your petition, was that conducted on a server that you just set up impromptu? Well, I'm sorry. For a petition to hold, it must be on the government server, and everyone must sign up to it. And I think the moment that petition reaches 100,000 in number, it is the numbers. It is due for deliberation. And it goes on and on. I think it is up to 200,000 or 250,000 that will trigger a debate at the House of Parliament, both the Commons and the Lords. And then that person that said to me that, Dupe Onitiri Abiola was the one that was responsible for this petition. And then Dupe Onitiri said to gullible Yorubas, who I believe should have known better if they are educated enough, deceived them, that she learned that from MKO Abiola, that MKO Abiola did a similar thing when he was alive. No, sir. MKO never did any petition. And I said to that person, the only thing I know of that MKO did when he was alive, and many of you that are current with current affairs, maybe Esther Iwetuga will know better. Babati, you will know because you guys are very current with current affairs. What I know MKO did prior to the Hope 93 to which he was stopped from becoming the president was that he was campaigning against the Western world for reparation for the black race. That the Western world must pay the black race money as reparation for slave trade. They were just looking at him. Slave trade that the white people paid for your own people to be released as slaves to them. And now somebody is now campaigning for reparation. They saw it as a slap in the face. Number one. Number two, Simbiat, Abiola's first wife, and the main madam in the house, Kola's mom, stopped MKO after Shehu Shagari's saga, to which Abiola was disgraced. Never for MKO to ever go into politics. Number two, MKO withdrawn himself from politics. Simbiat's death, after all the fracas of Samuel Doe's money that was kept with MKO, to which MKO kept in Simbiat's account at NatWest in London. Unfortunately, Simbi died. IBB called MKO for Samuel Doe's money that runs into several millions of dollars. MKO replied, IBB, Simbi is dead, the money is gone. So in other words, Kola and his siblings acquired Samuel Doe's money. And what then happened that many people did not know was that Babangida deliberately pushed MKO into that election when MKO sought Babangida's audience whether to compete, to put his hat into the ring for the presidency. IBB said yes, but IBB miscalculated, not knowing that Abiola will win. And that will cause him a big problem to which he's still having to pay dearly for up till today. But along the line, make no mistakes, that Obasanjo during the electioneering campaign even said it publicly, that MKO was not the Messiah you desired in 93 Hope. to which I believed. And then, bam, IBB slammed MKO. Who gave the military order? OBJ gave that military order. Because IBB happens to be Obasanjo's subordinate, junior in the military. Anytime your senior gives you an order, the order must be carried out to the letter. Babangida was acting on Obasanjo's military order not to hand over power to a womanizer. That was how it was put. And I will continue to say this. So, for me, as a Yoruba man who's been in this struggle, knowing fully well that I would have been better off in Nigeria after all my education here in the UK to transfer the knowledge gained back home. The likes of MKO Abiola and Dupe Onitiri now having to play an innocentee in this agitation messed up all the dreams. Because had Abiola remained a businessman to which he was milking his money, making his money from the same government, changing government as he wishes, he'll still be alive. All of them. Boya Olonlo, maybe God used Abiola's death to cover his delinquencies, his mishaps. Tashiri Ofitu. Yes, Babati, you're right. Now, this is now leading me into Taraba State government. Taraba State government. Oh dear Lord. Taraba State government put up an application out that people should come in and buy forms for employment. You see the fraud called Nigeria. This happened in Taraba State recently. Guess how much each applicant paid Taraba State government for the form? Taraba State government charged each applicant 3,000 naira. 3,000 naira for each. Now, from what I gathered, 10,000 people, applicants, applied for that job. 10,000 people applied. So Taraba State government made cool 30 million naira from recruitment exercise, knowing fully well that they've only got 160 vacancies. Only 160 vacancies. And then they collected money from 10,000 people. They made 30 million. You see the fraud. It's like saying Transport for London wants to employ people, and then they said you should pay for form. What a fraud. If Siddiq Khan, the mayor of London, should try that, we will boot him out of the office as mayor the next day. because the mayor of London is like the governor. He's the governor of Lagos, or governor of London. A state government charged each applicant 3,000 naira before they can collect the form. Fraud. Big time fraud. And then let's wrap Hafsat Abiola. Hafsat Abiola, you see, Hafsat Abiola appointed by Yeye Bello as campaign director general. You see, owó yẹn ti tán. Because all the money, Abiola's money is exhausted. Because the money were not of God. Abiola's money were not of God. Look at all his businesses collapsed. I was watching a video clip of Shehu Shagari's mansion in Sokoto. It is now home to goats, pigeons. No one lives there. Former president. The same is Arishekola as well. The late Arishekola, Are Arishekola in Ibadan. The same happened to Lamidi Adedibu Amala Politics too. The same is going to happen to Ajimobi. 6 feet below. We come with nothing. We return back with nothing. What goes with you and I when we're gone is the legacy we've left behind. Let me take that issue of legacy as a classic example. Everything Awolowo did in the Southwest was for the benefit of the Yoruba sons and daughters. And that's why you still got the likes of Nigerian Tribune, Wema Bank, and many of the Odua investment group still functioning. Because Awolowo established them and handed them over to the Yorubas. What have they done? This day and age, let me assure you, the number of fuel stolen in Nigeria now is the highest so far in history. It's never been done. What people steal now from your oil is unbelievable. I got that report. Yeah, I got that report earlier. Let me see if I can find it so that I'm not quoting out of context. Yeah, so that I won't quote out of context. I know I started and it is going to come up. Yeah, I know I did that. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me go back here now. Yeah, I know it is somewhere here. I was actually looking at it sometime earlier on. I don't want to quote out of context because I want to quote with authority. Yeah, I'm getting there now. I think I am. Just a minute, guys. I thought I started actually. Yes. Oh, I did not. I thought I did. Okay, guys, here it is. It is very troubling. And if I tell you, Nigeria, according to this report by Wood Mackenzie, a report by Wood Mackenzie, I'm actually quoting, okay? Nigeria suffers record levels of crude theft. Producers missing out on surging prices. March 2022. Oil thefts have gone beyond crisis point and are deterring investment in the onshore. Crude theft and sabotage have long been problems in Nigeria, but 2021 saw record levels of theft. Thefts combined with export terminal and pipeline shutdowns are limiting Nigeria's ability to ramp up production and take advantage of high prices. Who are those behind the crude theft? They are all those big men. The CBN governor, Emefiele. Classic example of Emefiele. Printing, using government money to print, using 58 point something billion naira to print, I think 21 point something billion. Yeah, let's go back to it once again. Dre, I can spot you. We're still coming back to this. The Fulani third term agenda in Nigeria. We're not done yet. Now, this is Emefiele. It's coming. Yeah, that's him. 58.6 billion naira Emefiele used to print 2.5 billion naira in 2020. If you can get your CBN governor defrauding you of 56.1 billion, what the hell are you talking about? Crude oil theft. Crude oil theft. NNPC reports that crude thefts in 2021 reached 200,000 barrels per day. If your CBN governor can fraud you with that. Ifeoma Nwobodo. Yes, you guys are coming in now. Good evening. And Dre. Dre too. Wow. Long time, Dre. Yes, how are you, buddy? Yes. If You can defraud yourselves. If your CBN governor can steal such staggering amount of money, guys, excuse me, does this make any sense? A whole CBN governor spent 58.6 billion naira to print 2.5 billion naira. Wow. I'll never do that myself. And he's an Igbo man. Oh. He's an Igbo man. And they even canvassing him for presidency whilst he's CBN governor. Yeah. So sad. For those of you joining us, we're treating episode 163 of the usual series, hashtag The Bleeding Edge. Welcome if you're just joining us, like Ifeoma Wobodo, Andre, and James Coker. Yes, Peter Touch as well. Baba T, you have been on. Aloze Friday, okay, I can spot you too. Amina Olayinka too, yes. See that? See? Cool is on its way. The Fulani agenda is just round the corner. This agenda, always Fulani third term agenda. It is coming. Oh yes, this third term agenda. That's why the whole of Kaduna is locked down. And it's just a matter of time. There's no 2023 in Nigeria. And they will kill a lot of people. They will kill themselves. Because they know that there is no Buhari in Asorok. There's nothing called Buhari in Asorok. Let them take my stream to anywhere and let them come and prove to me that Buhari is the real Buhari. They flaunt this in front of you. It's a coded information. Yeah. Let's do this. Let me do this. Maybe some of you've forgotten this one. Let's revisit this one. Let's go into this. I'll do this. And I think it is under this folder. No. do this. I don't think it is there. Maybe it's under live show materials and live stream video. Let me see if it is here. Yes, it is here. Many of you, you've forgotten this. You remember Tolulokpe Arotile? Nobody's talking about Tolulokpe anymore. What's that?
Lola, back here. I used to be Arotile, but now I'm a Digwe.
Who is
Arotile is my third younger sister.
Okay. Now tell me, at what point did you get that information?
I got the information, I think, online. I saw it online, which was a bit disappointing because I was at the base. I dropped off at the base myself. I dropped her at Mami Market myself, and she insisted on going to laminate her certificate. So I wanted to, just to stay with her and all that, but she said I shouldn't worry, that the walking distance from the Mami Market to the quarters, because we had a very long day that day. We had a lot of things to do because she got a call to go to the Air Force base. I think she got a call. I don't know who the person is, but obviously a senior personnel. So I know
That was Tolulokpe Arotile's big sister. You remember when Tolulokpe Arotile was killed? They continue to kill ours. What about Bola Ige's death? Chief Bola Ige. What about his death? Yep. What about his death? Nobody's mentioning Tolulokpe Arotile anymore. No one. No one. You see, the same people that killed Bola Ige are still in power. And what many people don't know, I was one of the people that actually went to Beams of Peckham. Beams, when Beams was alive. Beams. Two people I contacted those days. Dotoni, the late Dotoni, and the late Bola Amole Beams of Peckham. I told them that they should warn Chief Bola Ige that they will kill him. Obasanjo in 1999 was under big threat by the Fulanis, the Northerners. They wanted him to do their own bidding. Obasanjo, who now understand the scars, refused their bid. They tortured him. They made his life hell. They first slammed Obasanjo with the Sharia law in Zamfara. The whole of the North followed suit. Obasanjo, for the Southwest, had no choice other than to invite the late Chief Bola Ige to his cabinet as minister. Bola Ige was enticed as minister in Obasanjo's period. Obasanjo knew very well that if Bola Ige was alive, it would have been impossible for him to run over the Southwest. The only formidable force that stood on Obasanjo's way was Bola Tinubu. I'm not advocating for him, but he stood his ground. to fight Obasanjo head on. But because Obasanjo knew if Bola Ige was not taken out of the equation, it would be very difficult for him to run over the Southwest. Bola Ige's death, that still remains a mystery today, enabled Obasanjo under the PDP to run through Ekiti State with Fayose, Osun State with Olagunsoye Oyinlola, Ondo State with Segun Agagu, and then Ogun State with Benga Daniels. So that Obasanjo will have something to show for it. That you said I cannot win election in my own ward. Here it is. All those states rigged. And that was why, if you remember, Obasanjo said, even if Jesus Christ should come down from heaven, he cannot conduct a credible elections in Nigeria. Who are those behind Bola Ige's death? Atiku Abubakar, Obasanjo, and Omishore, those three. Let them come out. Where are they? They're still in government. Who is rubbing shoulder now with Omishore? Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Who is APC secretary, national secretary now? Omishore. Job well done. Omishore killed his own brother. His own big brother, Bola Ige. And now, denying he doesn't know anything about it. Atiku, Obasanjo, and Omishore, those three. You're right. Esther, Ewetuga, JP. Let's give them white kiss. Ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run. Let's give them white kiss.
Yeah, G.O.D. This is the message from God. I fear no man. The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. Ó ní kí n sọ fún wọn bóun ò fẹ́ kú ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ o. Ó ní kí n sọ fún wọn kó tú aláìṣẹ̀ sílẹ̀ o. Tí wọn ò bá gbọ́ o, òjò ìdájọ́ á rọ̀ lé wọn lórí. Ìdájọ́ Olúwa ti dé tán. Ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ti dé tán. Sí ìjọba aláìgbọràn. Ìdájọ́ Olúwa ti dé tán. Ìdájọ́ Olúwa ti dé tán. Ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ti dé tán. Sí ìjọba aláìgbọràn. Ìdájọ́ Olúwa ti dé tán. Ó ní kí n sọ fáwọn tí wọ́n láwọn lálágbára. Ó ní kí n sọ fáwọn tí wọ́n ní àyànfẹ́ lára. Ó ní kí n sọ fábà kí wọ́n ronú pìwàdà o. Tí wọn ò bá gbọ́ o, òjò ìdájọ́ á rọ̀ lé wọn lórí. Ìdájọ́ Olúwa ti dé
Yeah, I will send it to you, Esther Ewetoga. White Kiss. Indeed, ìdájọ́ Olúwa ó ti dé tán. Ó dẹ̀ ti dé tán. Yes, àwọn eléyìí ò lè ronú pìwàdà. Yes. I will send an MP3 of it. Inbox me your WhatsApp number onto the number in front of you, that WhatsApp number, and I will send you an MP3 of it, of Wykiss. He's given the go-ahead that it should be widely distributed. No, don't worry about it. From everybody. It's just the music can just go places. Yes. Episode 163 of the usual hashtag The Bleeding Edge is exactly what we've dealt with today. The time in London is 1925. Today, Wednesday, the 6th day of the 4th month of 2022. We've been on 2 hours and 24 minutes. Should we bring the stream to an end? Yeah, let's bring it to an end so that for those who may wish to watch a rebroadcast, yeah, Esther Wetunga, send me your number onto that WhatsApp, and I will get you an MP3 of the music. I know I've got it somewhere. Before we go, yeah, let's entertain ourselves with this particular where is it? I got it somewhere. Yeah, I got it somewhere here. I think it is right before my, yeah. Yeah, Lori Raw. And this will show you all the atrocities as well.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
With you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
Yes, Lori Iro, ladies and gentlemen, Lori Irokbo, let's bring this stream to an end. And we're going to screw it up almost simultaneously like we always do. Thank you all, guys, for coming to watch the stream. And if you prefer to watch that live stream on YouTube, give us a thumb up, and then subscribe to the channel, and then press the bell icon, as you can see. And if you prefer to watch the stream on any of the feeds on Facebook, just like the page at the top, and then click following. And anytime I come live, you'll get notification. Let's bring the stream to an end. It's midweek, and we're going to do it again at some point in time. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I wish you a peaceful night rest. God bless you. Good night.